Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by Request, where it's a review of the movie Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun in Space, or Leprechaun 4 in Space, or Leprechaun 4, this is the one that most people really hate. And this request comes to us from fellow YouTuber Resident Vania77. It's one small step for man, one giant leap of terror. Somehow I got a weird feeling there's supposed to be some kind of a bad joke pun in there somewhere, but anyway, let's get on with a review of Leprechaun 4 in Space. Shall we? It's the future. Well, Leprechaun is back somehow, surviving his ordeal in Vegas. This time he's kidnapped a princess and he's living on some sort of a distant planet. The princess is named Zarina, and he plans on marrying her, but also having apparently a sort of a double suicide marriage after it's all said and done. Yeah, like she's gonna trust the leprechaun. Well, a bunch of space marines show up to try and rescue the princess, and well, they do, but she winds up getting knocked out in the process. And they wind up blowing up the leprechaun, or so they think. Well, the leprechaun makes his return on the ship. I'm not going to exactly say how, but I'll just put it to you this way. Well, let me just put it to you this way, gang. I didn't really have to use the bathroom for quite some time after seeing that scene. In fact, I was too scared to. He comes back, wreaks havoc on the ship, and starts killing all the crew members and space marines and everybody like that, one by one by one. Well, by the end of the movie, our three main heroes, Dr. Reeves, Books, and Sticks, nice names, wind up saving the day because the leprechaun winds up growing to be a giant, and they wind up sucking him out into space where he blows up, and one of the last things you see is the leprechaun flipping the finger at our final heroes. And the princess winds up being saved after all, too. So, why did this movie suck? Personally, I liked it. But there were a few parts of it that I thought, I was like, okay, a little crazy. I liked the Star Wars parody in it, when he held up a lightsaber and cut off this one guy's legs. The humor in it was pretty good. The gore in it was alright. But some of the special effects were kind of, not great. I mean, especially when the leprechaun grew to gigantic size. That was pretty bad. I wasn't too crazy about the doctor and his assistant. I found them very annoying, but I thought the doctor spider hybrid that he became, I thought that was pretty cool, all in all, a lot of people really hated this movie. I enjoyed it. A lot of the deaths in this movie were very goofy. Probably the funniest death in the movie is when the leprechaun kills off this doctor's assistant by throwing what looks like a pizza pan at his face, and he winds up crushing his head. But it's not gory. It's like something out of a cartoon. He has a flat face, so yeah, pretty funny. But yeah, all in all, like I said, some of the special effects were pretty bad, but I dug the humor. I dug this movie very much. Of course, I did recently review Leprechaun Origins, and to tell you the guys the truth, if you hated Origins, you may like this one a little bit better. But again, this is one that's been called the worst in the series, but I don't know, there's been a lot of fans of the series saying that some others were bad. Some said that Back in the Hood was bad, or Back to the Hood was bad, or Leprechaun in the Hood was bad. But personally, I've been a fan of the Leprechaun series, except for Origins. But other than that, like I said, I like this one. I thought this one was pretty good. So Leprechaun 4 in Space stars Warwick Davis, Debbie Dunning, who you might remember from Home Improvement, and Miguel A. Nunez Jr., who has appeared in numerous horror movies like Friday the 13th, Part 5, Return of the Living Dead, and this one. He just seems like doing a lot of horror movies. So special thanks to Resident Vania77 for his request. Please do go check out his channel, and if you like, subscribe to him as well. And hey, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that, well, came in all shapes, sizes, and God only knows what else, send it my way, and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, for Doc Schlock by request, as always, stay strong and rock on.